Well, hello and welcome. In today's video, we will be using props in React to build a simple feature toggle component, is enabled, true, false kind of thing, uh, that demonstrates conditional rendering, as I said, based on props that are passed to the component, which avoids the use of state management. All right, let's get to it. I don't know I have that open right now. Give me just a moment here. Just a moment. No, that's not it either. You're experiencing technical difficulties, and here we go. Um, so yeah, pretty much what I just said. I got started using in the terminal npm create Vite. We use Vite to get this thing going. Vite at latest, the latest version, followed by feature toggle demo is going to be the name of the project using the React template. That generated most of the files here. The logic lives in the feature toggle.jsx, which is in the src file. This is, get out of there, find. This is where the function feature toggle lives. The feature toggle accepts props and uses a ternary to evaluate the prop. The prop is enabled in this case. The component is purely a reflection of whatever data the parent sends down. So it's like a const, it's read-only. Once it's there, you can't change it, and if you try, it'll throw an error. So here we have function feature toggle. The syntax is React, but here we have the parentheses followed by the curly braces is enabled feature name. And this is a JSX file, so it kind of explains it. Then we have a return followed by a div, feature container. So this is just kind of the data about what you're going to get. Style, the margin padding is enabled, is active. Kind of, a little feature toggle thing there. Now we move on to app.jsx. Here you have several imports. Use state feature toggle, import the component, and then the other, React stuff. Function.app is a constant that has a count, set count, and use state, and it starts at 0. And that gets things going. What you're going to return from that is multiple things here. There's kind of different elements to test. That's just the Vite logo. Here's where the part of it is as far as the elements goes. That's just styles. We have the feature toggle. So there's the prop being called is enabled, true, and there is the feature toggle essentially is the true or false. And then the feature name, and we're calling it dark mode. And show you what the website looks like in just a second here. Yeah, this just actually will tell us that. And that's for the count. Here you have it. Yeah, just kind of a basic props exercise. Props is really, honestly, a bit tricky for me. I've got a lot of learning and probably leak coding to do. I'd just be switching languages, but just the syntax is just. Well, I'm sure once I wrap my head around it, I'll get in the flow of using it. But it's not. It feels like it's not quite JavaScript. It's not quite HTML. So yeah, I have to have like a cheat sheet or something. Anyway, let me show you what the site looks like. I have it running right now. I used npm run dev to get it going, and those are some updates I made there with the feature toggle. and then it's running at localhost 5174. So let's go there. All right. Who would it be? Let's see. Yeah, here it is. It's pretty bare bones right now, but featured dark mode is active. Whoa, beta analytics is disabled, and chatbot is active even though there's no chatbot here, and the count is 0. So we can all change this as it says via the SRC JSX, and we kept the cool logo. So yeah, let's do some testing here. Just a moment. So for starters, you know, it is loading. The elements are here. So test number 1, things are appearing. There's no white screen of doom or anything like that. Test number 2 is going to be changing some of the text here. So let's see, dark mode, see what that does. All right, now we're going to test a really long string because it shouldn't like break the site. It should eventually kind of should cut off eventually. Oh, so you know this isn't built for production, but yeah, that's not supposed to be doing that. So we could add a little bit more error handling to prevent things like that. But just, you know, testing it. Excuse me, an alarm is going off. Now we'll try changing some of these toggles. So we'll switch that to false for dark mode. Save it, and then let's see. Zoom back in again. Dark mode is now disabled, so that's working. What happens if we leave it blank? Get an error, okay. What if we just say I? It doesn't know what that is. Now, it's very strange. It's just a blank page. It doesn't know how to interpret it. So we could have some more error handling again for that too, but this is more just about using the props and just kind of testing the limitations, I guess you could say. Excuse me, I had a couple more. Tests I wanted to run. Missing feature name. Input is enabled. Yeah, we'll make this 0. See what that does. All right, so it still loads the page. It's falsy. And lastly, we'll just make the string blank, see what that does. And that still works. Doesn't break the whole site. So yeah, this has been using props in React. Thanks for watching.